All right guys, welcome back to Horton's Flower Farm. So this is week 2 on the farm, and week 2 I'm going by the weeks that the plants were planted in the ground. So just want to update on what's going on. We're checking to make sure everything had enough water. So I just want to start, actually I'm at the dahlia row where I direct seeded, and we were direct seeded 6 days ago. And I already have little baby, did I say dahlias? Zinnias. So this is the zinnia row where we direct seeded them. So let me just show you the zinnias. These are California Giants, and then I did seed in some dwarf variety. Just to try a different variety because last year I had problems with the Binary Giants. So we did one row of Binary Giants. We're going to be doing Oklahomas, California Giants, and the dwarf zinnias. So let me show you guys the little baby seedlings that have popped up in the last 6 days. All right guys, so as you can see, we put like 3 per hole just because we didn't want to waste any in case they didn't pop, but it looks like we're getting great germination, which is awesome. I might leave them because last year I did also put like 2 or 3 per, so you can see every hole is doing really nicely. I see the germination on all of them. Let's see how far I went down. It looks looking good. All right, so now we're in the marigold row, and they're looking pretty strong. The marigolds always seem to be a little bit stronger, but again, we're showing signs of some sun, strong sun, like burnt, and it looks like these are pretty dry too, so I'm gonna have to up the water as well. All right guys, I'm in the Gomphrena row, and I'm looking and just assessing here. They do look like they got a little bit burnt from the sun this week. So now we just look in terms of new growth because this happened last time too. So I'm gonna zoom in here. See, the outer seeds are looking a bit sunburned, a bit stressed, but the inside ones I think are gonna be doing okay. So not that bad on these. Let me go down here and see what we have here. What do we have down here? We have, oh my goodness, how come I can't think of what's here? Oh, this is the, yeah, these are looking also stressed out as well, and looking like they do need more water. It's pretty dry. So you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to up the water on this. So this is all a process of learning how much water they need. They're looking pretty dry as well. All right guys, so that kind of looks what's been happening on all the plants. That does sometimes happen when you initially plant them in. You'll see the leaves like that get stressed out with the sun on transplant. So we're just gonna try and water them more. I'm just looking around to make sure everything's okay. Ooh, no. Let's see, uh-oh. The coleus did not like the transplant. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let me show you guys what's going on here. There's like no leaves, but maybe there will be, I don't know. Let's look. All right, so if you're looking for plants like I am, like where are the leaves, right? Okay, but you know what? So there are little new growths of leaves on there. This does almost look like something bit it off, but you can see the new growth, so even that looks really scary. Now that I got closer, it's okay. There's new growth. I do think it needs more water. And I'm wondering if something really did bite them off at the top like that. I can't control bunnies because, you know, there's almost only so much you can do with the deer fencing that I have, the 3D deer fence. All right, these are looking okay. Let's see the Binary Giants that had the problem with the black spot. And, you know, their new growth is looking okay, even though they look stressed out from the sun. So they definitely need more water. So we'll be upping the water. Okay guys, so my husband is out there fixing the water so that it runs for a longer amount of time. Probably needs double. I gotta ask him how long we're running it for. I kind of leave him in charge of that. And I just tell him like, oh, we need more water or less water depending on how the flowers are looking. And right now we need a lot more. Okay, so we're gonna go head over to the cottage garden and get an update on what that's looking like. All right guys, so I'm by the cottage garden in the same look of all the other flowers, except actually these echinacea don't look purple like the ones that I saw before. They're not as bad. So yeah, they're looking like they need water, and they do. They're looking like they need water because they do. My coleus here isn't eaten up. Look at that. All right, so this is not looking, actually not looking, this bed's not looking that bad actually. So this is looking a little bit better. So, So, okay, we're gonna run the water. I'm gonna try and save these, see what we can do. That's all we can do, right? That's all we can do. Otherwise, I'm gonna direct seed marigolds, zinnias, and cosmos everywhere. It's just gonna be, that's it, and sunflowers. All right, guys, so you wanna know why everything looks really dead? Is because the water was shut off. And that's what the flowers look like. I couldn't believe how dead they looked. And so this is the problem that we're having, and this is the problem with having a farm that you're not right next to. So this means that I could have been a whole week away from this farm and there's been no water run the entire week. That is really, really bad for the flowers, and they're really stressed out. And honestly, it's a miracle that they're still alive and not completely dead, but maybe some of them are completely dead, which is really, really bad. So I'm really upset. So let's go see how we're gonna fix this. All right, guys, so I'm on the swing because I'm just kind of deflated here. A lot of my plants aren't doing well. So what happened was I rent this space from, do you see, this is the craziness of what I deal with. This is the craziness I deal with. So I rent this space from a farmer who has greenhouses, and he sells wholesale plants. And what happened was, one of the girls, the water's connected to the greenhouse, and she waters also amongst the same line. It's hooked off the same line as ours, and she was new there, and she must have shut off the water and didn't know that we are connected to the same line. And I'm assuming these plants didn't get water for like 4 days. So I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a lot bit nervous. So we're trying to fix this. We're gonna run the water a lot. I'm gonna try and hit them with some water, but I need a long hose. I need a long hose to do that. So yeah, this is really hard, and I wish I lived on my farm. This would have never happened. I'd be babying these plants the way that I want to, and this is the challenges that I deal with because I'm not here every minute. So it's very disheartening. So we're gonna move on and move forward and see what happens. So another thought, you know, we laugh and say like, okay, well, you know, I have everything written on my calendar of like things to do, what we're gonna do this week, and it's always like, we haven't done one thing here at the farm so far that I have on my list to do, by the way, because stuff hits like this and it's out of nowhere and you have to deal with it right away, and then you don't get done what you need to, and then your kids fall down the playground and then they're hungry. So this is really, really hard and challenging, and I think you guys probably already know that, but I'm just sharing with you the honesty because it's not what you think it is. So those happy flowers, there's a lot of hard work behind them. Okay, so now we're going to see what happens here. All right, guys, so we're in the car right now going to a friend's house for a barbecue because it's Memorial Day weekend. But what I couldn't show you because my phone died was that what we did was I hand watered all the seedlings with a hose, and that and that was what we did just to save them a little bit. They are getting watered with the drip line.
At the next light, turn left.
But we wanted to make sure that they got a lot of water right away. All right, so they've been watered, every single one, every single row. We had a hose long enough.
At the light, use the left lane to turn onto Patchogue Gap Bank Road.
All right, so we are off to relax for a little bit, and then tomorrow, lots more work. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, guys, so it's the next day. I hand watered everything. It's looking kind of the same as yesterday. I think they're going to recover, I hope. So we're gonna see. But today was very busy. I'm sorry I didn't film it, but I'm just going to tell you what we did today. So we direct seeded probably 300 sunflowers. I direct seeded some more zinnias. And when I come back, the last things that I have to do for the farm are transplant more zinnias, marigolds, cosmos, and then we're all good. So there's that succession planting I'll be doing this week, and then the farm is basically planted in. Succession wise, going to see how that goes. I mean, everything that I'm planting in is kind of a month apart from what went in the ground. So I'll have one succession planting. Typically, you're supposed to have at least 2 to 3. I'm doing 1. We're gonna see how it goes. It'll be better than last year, so because I didn't do any successions last year, so that'll be good. And then yeah, we'll see how it goes. So it's been a busy weekend on the farm. It is really windy today. Look at this. Can you see it? It's going like super fast. So it's a windy day. okay? So when I was direct seeding, I had to be really careful to put the seeds in and cover them right away. All right, guys, so that was our second week on the farm, and we'll see what next week holds. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.